beer geeks? You're rocking out with American Beer TV. Because we've got odd years, odd beers from Stone Brewing Company.
We got the Stone Belgo Anise and the original one. We're going to do a side-by-side tasting of these and see exactly what Stone did to their standard. Now, basically what this is it's aged on with a Belgian yeast strain, oaked, and packed with star anise.
So
should be
anise
really crazy.
is going to give us like a licorice.
Yeah, the black licorice kind of flavor. You know.
Let's see.
Yeah. So very cool.
So these are fresh off the shelf. So we just grabbed these today, and I think up here in our side of LA County,
exactly,
we get our Tuesday deliveries from Stone.
Here is your standard,
Cool.
and here's the Belgo Anise. Now these are the same beers, basically. You know, still both the 10.5 alcohol by volume. So they're going to pour the same.
They look the same.
They look pretty similar. I think the Belgo has a little bit of a darker head, a little tiny bit darker.
So I'm gonna switch with you. Okay, Belgium.
Okay, so we're okay. So that's the Belgo over here. We're gonna just start with the standard, do a tasting of that one, get our palates acclimated to that one. Then we're gonna go to the anise and see what that
Sounds
does.
like a good idea.
So this is our standard. Let's go in for the nose. Well, before the nose, obviously the color of this is Stone
black.
Stout. It's going to be black. Totally, completely
right?
black. That head didn't stick around very long on that one, though. On mine.
That's still good.
Yeah.
And it smells just like Stone Russian Imperial Stout.
Yeah. I wonder what else you would expect it to smell like. I don't know. But no, I mean, we've been big fans of Stone's IRS forever.
Yeah.
So
Been drinking this beer for
years and years.
Good stuff.
But yeah, it's you know, got some roastedness in there. It's got your hop characteristics in there.
Sweet maltiness.
Yeah.
Yeah, those roasted malts really just scream at you.
And it still has a touch of hoppiness to it because you know, Stone loves the hops. So
yeah, on the nose, the hops, I mean, mixed with the roasted malts, it's like that subtle hop aroma.
Yeah. So let's get
really nice aroma.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really pleasant. Taste it?
Yeah, definitely. Let's give it a taste. Cheers. It's a great stout.
Ooh. That's
A little warmth from the alcohol. The roastedness in there.
yeah, it really starts to pull through after you leave it on your palate for a little bit.
It lingers. Aftertaste, real long finish.
Really, I mean, smooth from start to finish. There's no harshy bitterness or not
There's a little bit
the top roastedness or any of that. It's just
like we've been talking about.
Really comes together well
as we've been tasting some of these stouts. When you add a lot of hops in the stout, like a Yeti or you know the Stone IRS, you start those hop bitterness starts to blend with coffee and chocolate bitterness, and the hops are kind of masked, but they're still in there. So this one definitely has some of that bitterness, some of that bittering quality. So it's definitely been hopped.
I like the level of sweetness on this beer.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
It really. What is it? 10%?
10.5.
10.5. Yeah, it has a little bit of that alcohol warmth, but it's not burning your mouth.
Not at all.
It's not real hot or anything like that.
Not at all. It's real. I mean, with all the big bold flavors that are in this, it's really balanced. But you're picking up tons of flavor out of this. Coffee, chocolate.
Yeah, the finish really comes through with dark chocolate and coffee notes. Yeah. I'd say more coffee than chocolate.
Yeah, a bit. I'd say 60% coffee, 40% chocolate.
Yeah.
Dark chocolate, the 72%. Yeah, about
that's good.
So, okay.
Pretty technical, but yeah.
I want to try to drill it down as much as possible because we're going to go crazy with it. So now,
all right,
that's our baseline. Okay, so that's the standard. Now,
so this is American yeast, all that good stuff. Now we're moving
probably Irish ale yeast?
No, I don't think. I think Stone's going to use their traditional.
Their standard proprietary blend. Yeah. So
that's they can do a lot with that.
Mm-hmm. Let's go ahead for the nose on this one.
Holy smokes!
Damn.
Oh man, it's like Sambuca.
Jaeger.
You know what's really cool is when you. Whoa. I love to have Sambuca like after a big meal to just sip on Sambuca. Well, they always put coffee beans in Sambuca.
Really?
Yeah, they always put like 2 or 3 coffee beans in the bottom of your Sambuca and serve it in a goblet type glass like this, and it totally brings me back. Because it does have the anise and the licorice.
Oh, totally.
And then it's got that coffee
right underneath
undertone.
it. Right underneath it.
Wow.
I mean, it.
Really cool.
Yeah, I mean, because see that flavor, the anise flavor, to me reminds me of when I was all excited because I got a big bottle. I ordered it from Czechoslovakia for $80 of absinthe. Okay. So that's always got that kind of.
I didn't know absinthe smelled like anise.
Yeah, actually, a lot.
You're an alcoholic, huh?
Fucking A, yeah.
We did comment before on the other one that there's a lot of viscosity in this beer.
Oh yeah,
it definitely has legs when you
it's a stout.
Around.
But I mean, you're gonna
expect
some degree of viscosity. I mean, it's clinging right here to the glass. So
yeah, we didn't
mention that, right? No, so.
And
if you didn't know that stouts are viscous, now you do.
I would say, yeah, the head is a little bit.
I think, and I think the head is fluffier on this one, which is interesting. That's from the Belgian yeast strain, because those Belgians, they have that foam that just will not go away.
Real creamy.
Yeah.
All right, let's taste it. I can't wait any longer.
Well, okay. I want to enjoy the nose one more time, but yeah, okay. Cheers.
Oh my gosh. It's totally different flavor than the nose. I was expecting it to be really sharp, and it's not at all.
Yeah, no. It's not quite. I mean, the nose has more of the star anise flavor to it than, or star anise aroma than the flavor does. But
this one tends to have it. It seems like it has a little more sweetness to it.
It does. It does taste like
a little more of that, like. It doesn't have so much of the chocolate. It has more kind of a candy flavor.
Almost, yeah, because the anise, maybe that's a psychosomatic thing. You're thinking licorice. You're thinking,
the
kind of
sweetness
candy
with
stuff.
The anise, yeah.
So you're kind of
and it's black.
Yeah.
It's just messing with our minds, man.
Yeah. No, that's a really, really unique beer, and that would probably pair. I mean, Stone IRS
It'd
by
be
itself.
Really good for dessert.
Oh man! You know what? Are you getting now from the Belgian yeast? What are you getting? What traits? I mean, we talked about the head.
It's really hard to say because they're putting the Belgian yeast into a stout, so a lot of those yeast strains meld really well with the lighter malt characteristics, so you get these fruitiness.
Right.
I don't get any of the fruitiness because it's it's combated with
the anise.
And the roasted malts.
Yeah.
Just kind of smash all that fruitiness out of there. So.
Yeah, it would have been interesting to taste this one without so much of the anise.
And because just the Belgian yeast strain to see what the difference would be.
I can tell the difference by looking at it and by comparing, the head retentions. It really has that fluffier, pillowier head that you come to expect on a Belgian Saison or a Belgian double or whatnot that just lasts forever. So it's very clear just from looking at it that it has that. But I'm not picking up a lot in the notes. Maybe just a hint of fruitiness right before the anise kicks in on the nose. Now, this is also done with oak. Are you picking up any oak characteristics?
I wasn't even looking for that. Not really.
Yeah.
I think the anise just keeps coming back.
Yeah, no.
I mean, maybe all of that, because a lot of times oak will help along sweetness, like vanilla notes and things like that too.
Correct.
So maybe all of that blend of the Belgian and the oak and the anise. I mean, the anise is really the forefront.
It is. Totally, completely.
But maybe
above
all
and
of
beyond.
the other
Kind of
ingredients, just help support that flavor.
Yeah. Could be. Wow.
The classic one seems to be a little easier to drink.
Yeah.
This one just seems to be much like a little more sippable. You know, if that is that a word, I don't know.
Or maybe
it just seems like you want to slow down with this one. Whereas the classic version is, it's a hardcore stout. You just want to drink it.
Well, and there's also, things that are anise flavored, like we were talking about Sambuco or absinthe or whatever, are classic sipping things. Even another biggest one that most people know is Jaeger.
It really dominates your palate.
You don't just chug Jaeger flavored things. There's something in your brain, if you've ever done that, it says, okay, you do not chug this. Take it easy.
Doing shots.
Yeah, totally.
Stuff makes you crazy.
Definitely, but
I'm really glad they did this because I've never had a beer like this.
No, this is
So
kind of like
really
Jaeger
gives
beer.
it gives you a whole other perspective on a stout, or what you can even do with a stout.
Oh, totally. Yeah, I heard about them doing it on Belgian yeast, and I thought, okay, that'd be interesting.
I think that alone is a great idea.
Yeah, and then the anise is it's really interesting to do that because anise is definitely one of the flavors that are traditionally in a stout, depending on your grain bill and whatnot. You can definitely pick out licorice flavors in, just a standard stout. So to really accentuate that particular flavors is kind of neat. Kind of a neat little thing. So, which do you prefer better?
As far as geeking out, the Belgo Anise is so cool because it is really unlike any beer I've had before.
Very unique.
So that would be something that I would want to share with everybody that hasn't tried something like this. Drinkability, I think the classic version, just because maybe it's just a mental thing of familiarity.
Yes.
God, that's hard. But that.
No, I hear you. I totally agree. I mean, when you get the Stone Imperial Russian Stout, it's it's seasonal, but it's kind of like seeing that old friend that lives halfway across the country that you haven't seen. When it comes out, you pour that, you spend some time with it, and you just appreciate all the times that you did have that before. So there's a memory level and whatnot, especially if you've enjoyed it for as many years as we have. But this is completely new, and as beer geeks, we love to try new things and new experiments, and Stone always has some really cool stuff that they're doing. So, yeah, I mean, you got two different things. You got the old friend and the kind of
I'd say the Belgo for the geekness. It's
definitely good
fire.
stuff. Yeah,
good stuff.
So,
awesome, cool, man.
That's our side-by-side tasting.
Good stuff.
Yeah, definitely a lot of fun. We'll be bringing you some more of these. We like.
I'd like to get these two and
age
and sell them for a little bit and see what they taste like next year or whatever.
Yeah, you know what? I think that hop flavor, that little bit of that chocolate roastiness, might kind of mellow out a little bit, but
cheers,
definitely. Cheers.
Get out there and drink craft beer.